Hey everybody, it's Jeff from New York, and I'm here in beautiful Atlantic City at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. Gonna step outside onto the boardwalk. Today is the annual St. Patrick's Day Parade. A great time is guaranteed for everyone, and after this video I'm gonna be visiting all the after parties, so check out that separate video afterwards. But in the meantime, let's head over to the boardwalk and see what's going on here as far as the St. Patrick's Day Parade today. I had a little snack at the Icon Lounge here at the Hard Rock, and I'm heading down to the boardwalk right now. Really looking forward to this St. Patrick's Day Parade. I think it's going to be one of their biggest, and it seems like there are a lot more parties afterwards than usual, so we'll check those out as well, again in a separate video. And of course, on everyone's mind is what's going on with the Irish pub. Is it open? I have no idea. We're going to find out this afternoon. So stay tuned to the New York channel, and you're going to find all this stuff out. In the meantime, I'm heading down to the boardwalk.
Hard Rock was setting up for a nice ex-member party after the parade, and well, I guess my invitation got lost. This was the old Blue Velvet Theater, part of Scores, the strip club that used to be here when it was the Taj Mahal and was still here when it turned into the Hard Rock, but Hard Rock wanted that to come to an end, and well, lots of legal battles and everything, but Scores is no longer here. It was a 30,000 square foot strip club. It had several rooms like the Libertine Room and the Electric Fantasy Club, and this, the Blue Velvet Theater, which I believe is now being used for storage. Now, if you've been watching the New York channel for a while, you know that this has become a bit of an annual tradition for me. This is actually my third year coming out to cover this parade, and every single year it brings something a little different. Different weather, different crowds, different floats, and of course, different stories from up and down the boardwalk. And today my goal is pretty simple. First, capture the magic of the parade. And second, after the parade wraps up, head out and explore as many St. Patrick's Day after parties as possible across the boardwalk and the Orange Loop, because if there's one thing Atlantic City does really well, it's turning a parade into a full-day celebration. And the parade leads off with the men and women of the Atlantic City Police Department. Now this year I decided to watch the parade in front of a location I haven't filmed from before, at least as far as this parade's concerned, right here in front of Resorts Hotel and Casino. Resorts, of course, historic and iconic here in Atlantic City, and also known as being the first casino to open up outside of Nevada, and that was back in 1978. The reason I chose this location today was strategic, because once the parade wraps up, the very first after party stop is going to be inside Resorts. The place is going to be called the Tipsy Leprechaun. It's a pop-up bar, of course, at Bar 1. And if the Tipsy Leprechaun doesn't scream St. Patrick's Day, I don't know what does. Hats off to the Atlantic City Fire Department. You know, one of the big wild cards this time of the year is always the weather, because, well, it's March and we're in New Jersey, and if you live anywhere in the Northeast, you already know that means you can get sunshine, you can get wind, you can get snow, or you can get all three in the same afternoon. And this year the weather was pretty good. Not perfect, but definitely workable. It wasn't cold, it wasn't raining, and right there, that's a win. Last year the weather was absolutely perfect. Blue skies, warm sunshine, the kind of day that makes the boardwalk feel like summer came early. And the year before that, absolutely miserable. Cold wind whipping off the ocean, gray skies, everyone bundled up like they were going to a hockey game. So honestly, I'll take today's weather any day. It's comfortable enough to stand outside and enjoy the parade, and most importantly, it's good enough to bring the crowds out. There's Marty Small, the mayor of Atlantic City. Not only did I recognize a lot of people in the parade, but some of the people recognized me as well.
Hi.
Hi.
How you doing, Jeff?
Happy early St. Patrick's Day.
Yes.
Very good.
Just the reason we are here. My husband forces me to watch his videos, and I somehow fell in love with them.
I tell you, nothing says I love you more than I'm forced to watch your videos. I'm just kidding, they were a great couple, and some other people spotted me as well, and that's in the after parties video, which is a video that's going to follow up on this one. There's my buddy Curtis, also known as AC Batman. He's featured in several of my videos and even a couple thumbnails as well. It's nice to see people showed up in droves today. By the time I got here and found my spot in front of resorts, people were already lining up on the boardwalk. Families, groups of friends, people dressed head to toe in green. You had shamrock hats, green sunglasses, Irish flags, leprechaun costumes, and even a few folks who look like they might have started celebrating a little bit early, which honestly is part of the fun of St. Patrick's Day. And of course, here are the good folks from Hard Rock. Hey guys, if you're digging the videos here on the Nu Yawk channel, please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up and share it on your social media. If you'd like to help support the channel and make videos like this one possible in the future, then click on that super thanks button right underneath this video. Doing so not only helps support the channel, but it'll get you a shout out on a future Nu Yawk video. Or if you just can't get enough of the Nu Yawk videos, why not become a member? Membership does have its perks, including those exclusive Morning Coffee with Jeff videos. I'll leave a link to become a member right in the upper right hand corner here. Thanks so much for your support, guys. I really do appreciate it.
I was born on a Dublin street where the royal drums do beat. Loving English beat, they have go over us. And each and every night when my father comes down, we like to
The parade also had its share of mummers. This parade was on Saturday, and if you can't get enough of mummers and bagpipes and classic cars, the following day, Sunday, I visited the Asbury Park St. Patrick's Day Parade and had a great time there. That video is coming to the Jersey Shore Jeff channel. And of course, not to be outdone, Asbury Park had their share of after parade parties as well, and you can be sure I visited those as well. And speaking of after parties, the yard over at Bally's was open for after parties today, and you can be sure I visited that place. Like all of the parties, it was mobbed. The men's and women's basketball championships were just held at Boardwalk Hall. These ladies, however, don't look like basketball players. They're a little bit on the short side. I mean, at least for basketball. Golden Nugget's in the house, and speaking of Golden Nugget, its owner, Tillman Fertitta, is looking to buy Caesars, which would give him 4 properties in Atlantic City, 4 casinos, including Caesars, Harrah's, and Tropicana on top of the Golden Nugget. So I would think something has to give there. There's also chatter of Caesars perhaps spinning off their online gambling, so lots going on. I'll try to keep you guys up to date as much as possible. Funny Farm Animal Rescue was a big hit here at the parade. And here we have the good folks of Visit Atlantic City, a great resource if you plan on visiting Atlantic City. Check out their website. It's got a ton of information on things like hotels and restaurants, and that's where I go for a lot of my information. And they pretty much are running this whole Taste Atlantic City event going on during the month of March with many of the restaurants, over 70 restaurants here in Atlantic City. So check out that website. It's a really good resource. And here we have the good folks from Ducktown Tavern. I don't know who they are, but I like the truck. And speaking of trucks, just a tip for people who have floats in these parades, not just here in Atlantic City but elsewhere, put a banner on the truck that's pulling the float. A lot of times you don't know who these people are until the float goes by and it's marked on the back. If the truck has a banner on the front, you know who's coming. I mean, when you're watching a parade, the first thing you see is the truck, not the float. Just a suggestion. And here we have the good folks at Caesars representing Tropicana, Caesars, as well as Harrah's. And it looks like they've got some hook performers on the float and also Boogie Night banners and just a whole bunch of Caesar stuff. And here we have the Atlantic City Beer and Music Festival float. I believe that festival's April 11th over at the Convention Center. The last time they're going to be doing the Convention Center, as a matter of fact. So if you've never went, I went last year, did a video. It's available here on the channel. But if you've never went, this is your last opportunity. And this is what you get when you order an extra large crab fry over at Chickies and Pete's at the Tropicana. One thing I always loved about this parade is how local it feels. You'll see restaurants that I've covered here on the Nu Yawk network, and bars from the Orange Loop, and entertainment venues, and local businesses. And it's always cool to see those places represented in the parade, because these are the spots that help make Atlantic City what it is. And here comes the Steel Pier. I can't wait for spring to come and just to get back to some of these places I missed so much during the off-season. And here we have a Bungalow Park float. Bungalow Park, of course, a neighborhood over on the marina side of town. And here we have the Atlantic County Sheriff's Department. I didn't do it! I didn't do it! And some more mummers, not from Philadelphia, but this band from North Wildwood, just a little bit south of here. As the floats pass by, people cheer, wave, grab beads being tossed into the crowd, kids are collecting candy, people are taking photos, and every once in a while you hear someone yell, "Happy St. Patrick's Day!" It's just a fun atmosphere, no stress, no drama, just people enjoying a celebration together on the boardwalk. And here we have the good folks from Resorts, which is right where we're in front of. And let's see, that makes Hard Rock Resorts, Bally's, Caesars, Tropicana, Harrah's, Golden Nugget. There's 2 casino hotels that have not been represented in this parade. Can you name them? Leave a comment below. Now, while watching the parade, I'm also making mental notes because a lot of these floats belong to places that are absolutely going to be packed later tonight, and those are the places I want to visit. Places like the Tipsy Leprechaun, Maya, which is right across the way from us, King's Pub, Tennessee Avenue Beer Hall, Cardinal, the Yard at Bally's, the West, Anchor Rock Club, and of course, the legendary Irish Pub, although as you'll see later in the after-party video, that one didn't exactly go as planned.
St. Patrick's Day. Oh, yes.
Oh, would you like a breakfast? Would you like a breakfast?
And here come my friends from the Anchor Rock Club right over on Nu Yawk Avenue, and I know I'm going to have a good time there later as well, so stay tuned for that after-party video. And my plan is simple: start right here at Resorts, hit the Tipsy Leprechaun Bar over at Bar 1, then begin working my way south through the Orange Loop and down the boardwalk, visiting as many St. Patrick's Day celebrations as possible. And let me tell you right now, every single place I went to was absolutely mobbed, but that's a story for that video. And here we have the good folks from the Birdcage. Birdcage opened up a little over a year ago and has become wildly successful, so good for them. I stopped by, I think, during the Christmas parade here in Atlantic City. Check that video out. Overall, this was another fantastic Atlantic City St. Patrick's Day parade. Great crowds, great energy, and really a fun kickoff to the season because even though it's technically still winter, events like this make it feel like summer is just around the corner. And if you're like me, you might already be feeling a little bit of that spring fever, or perhaps a lot. I guess after 3 years, this has officially become an annual event here on the Nu Yawk channel, and you can bet I'll be back again next year, and hopefully the weather will cooperate, but no matter what, Atlantic City always finds a way to put on a show. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you around the city. Don't forget, subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, and share it on your social media. Thanks for watching, guys. Happy St. Patrick's Day.